From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Robin Chan with today's Voice Briefing. It's Tuesday, June 9th, 2026.
I'm Frank Witzel with the Detroit Free Press. Fuel prices in Michigan were down to a statewide average of $4.15 a gallon on Monday, 20 cents a gallon less than a week ago after the price of crude oil had dropped. But oil prices have started moving in the other direction. New Middle East strikes between Israel and Iran could threaten to upend the ceasefire, with President Donald Trump taking to social media, urging that the two nations immediately stop. Trump did not detail, as he has in the past, what the United States would do next. The combination of lower oil costs and improving refinery runs has kept downward pressure on pump prices, giving motorists a welcome reprieve, Patrick DeHaan, head of petroleum analysis at GasBuddy, said. However, the future of prices remains murky. Oil prices, Brent and West Texas Intermediate, which were going down, began trading Monday again at more than $90 a barrel as concerns renewed that fighting would continue to disrupt supply through the Strait of Hormuz. About a fifth of the world's oil passes through the strait, which is effectively closed. Global oil supplies continue to tighten, and any further deterioration of the situation could send prices sharply higher, DeHaan said. For now, motorists may enjoy the savings at the pump, but the risk of significant reversal has not gone away.
Hi, I'm Arpan Lobo. I cover politics and state government for the Detroit Free Press. A ribbon-cutting event for the Gordie Howe International Bridge connecting Detroit and Windsor is set for Friday, June 12th, two sources with knowledge of the event told the Free Press. The sources spoke on the condition of anonymity because they weren't authorized to speak about the event publicly. It's not immediately clear when the bridge will open to the public, but when it does, it will join the Ambassador Bridge and the Detroit-Windsor Tunnel as an international crossing on the Detroit River. The Free Press also reached out to the offices of Detroit Mayor Mary Sheffield and Windsor Mayor Drew Dilkins. Representatives from both said they were not aware of a bridge event scheduled for Friday. Inquiries were also made to Governor Gretchen Whitmer's office and the Windsor-Detroit Bridge Authority. Construction on the bridge started in 2020, and an opening had been targeted for this year. The bridge's future was called into question in February when President Donald Trump said he would not allow it to open without concessions from the Canadian government. At the time, Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney said the situation would be settled, although it's unclear if further negotiations took place. Under an agreement brokered in part by former Michigan Governor Rick Snyder, Canada paid the entirety of the estimated $4.7 billion construction cost for the bridge, with the expectation of recouping that sum through toll revenues once the bridge is open.
I'm Jenna Prestinunzi for the Detroit Free Press. A trip to your local national park this month will be free on Flag Day, but you'll now have to pay for Juneteenth. The Trump administration removed free entry for Juneteenth this year. The federal holiday is celebrated on June 19th and marks the end of slavery in the United States. However, the National Park Service says it will offer free entry on June 14th for Flag Day and President Trump's birthday. The government also got rid of free entry to national parks on Martin Luther King Jr. Day this year. To learn what other free entry days are coming up at national parks, visit freep.com.
Find more from the Detroit Free Press on freep.com. That's FREEP.com. Thank you for listening, and you'll hear more from us tomorrow.